Welcome to Keystone and More. I am Millan Jane, coming back with you in another video. We didn't get as many videos done as we probably could. Have to due to the reasons that Nick and I's baseball schedule was completely out of whack. I had more baseball games than I expected. We didn't make videos. We had no idea how to. We were trying to upload them. My computer was messed up. Nick's iPad was messed up. We don't know how. We didn't know what was wrong. Stuff like the videos were too much. But no excuses. We apologize. I'm here just gonna make another video with you. It is September. It's getting to that crucial month in baseball where it's make it or break it for a lot of these teams. Now you probably know what teams are probably gonna be out, what teams are in. There's a lot of good division races going on right now. I'm gonna give you my insight on who will win those divisions um, and why. We'll start with the AL East. Right now we have the Red Sox leading that division. I think they're like 6 games above the Yankees. Going into the season, we all thought the Yankees would be that team because they had Stanton, they had Judge, they had Sanchez, all these guys. The one thing that troubled me was their pitching. I didn't know what will they do. I mean, they had Severino, who's been solid the first half of the season. He stepped up in a big role. Tanaka's been shaky. Sabathia has been really helpful for that team. But it's been their pitching. You can score 25 runs, but if your defense gives up 26, it's not helpful. I think that's one of the reasons. Going off the All-Star break, Severino has not been as good as he's been in the first half. It's not helpful that Judge went down with an injury, broken hand. Luckily, he's swinging the bat again. But definitely, Stanton hasn't produced in the first half of the season. We didn't think he hasn't been that home run monster that we thought he would be. He's more of that strikeout victim that we've seen. But they will probably make the wild card team. The Boston Red Sox, again, leading that division. That's the team that took me by surprise. They have great pitching, stellar pitching with Porcello, Price, and Sale. That's their front line. Mookie Betts and J.D. Martinez, those players, MVP candidate worthy. They've just lit up the Boston Red Sox lineup. They've lit up every single opponent. They've been on track for one of the best records in baseball you've ever seen. Sale's been always dominant on the mound. He had some issues with his shoulder, coming back strong. Martinez, again, great pickup, has helped this offense immensely. And then you had Ian Kinsler, a great second baseman, which has helped. Going back to the Yankees quickly, though, the rookies have been insane. They've just helped this Yankees offense. But sorry about that. Going back now to the Red Sox, their bullpen's been pretty solid for the most part, but they haven't been used because you've seen when Price is on his day, on his mobile, everyone's gone at least 7-8 innings into the game, allowing the bullpen to pitch only one guy per game. That's how effective they've been. Toronto Blue Jays, they've just been there. They haven't been as effective. Getting rid of Jose Bautista, getting rid of Josh Donaldson has really hurt. The pitching hasn't been there yet. This is a rebuild team that maybe in a couple of years could contend, but right now they're completely out of it. Baltimore Orioles, again, worst team in MLB this year. Trading Manny Machado, it's the worst baseball. About 40 games behind the Sox. This team is completely out of it. They need Blue Jays, Rays, and Orioles. They all coming into this after the season's done. You need to have a great off season or in the winter meetings to pick up some guys, start rebuilding. Because all these teams I know can probably make the playoffs and probably do damage with good players, but with no one, it's just atrocious. Especially with Tampa Bay losing Chris Archer really hurt them. Losing Corey Dickerson to the Pirates, both players to the Pirates, that really hurt them. And the offseason, again, will be really crucial to them. Now going to the AL Central, Cleveland Indians, again, they're probably going to win the division. It was a time in May and June where I forget who was leading, but whoever was leading this division was below 5. Every team was below 500. Luckily, the Cleveland Indians stepped up. They've helped. They've gotten young players. Andrew Miller's hasn't been as reliable lately, but will step up, and I can see them into the playoffs. I don't think they're going that far. Twins, again, Dozier gone to the Dodgers. That really hurt them. All these good teams, you need another hitter. If you want to contend, they're out of the playoffs right now. I don't see them making the playoffs this year, just because of their pitching and their hitting. The bullpen's pretty good, but you need pitching and hitting. Sanu can't carry this whole team on his back. Their ace, Edwin Santana, was 16-8 last year with a 3.28 ERA. Right now, he's like a mid 4 point something ERA. And then Jose Barrios, who again, 3.89 ERA. It's not bad, but you need a guy who's a lot better than that to help. They need that consistency. Chicago White Sox, again, this is another team that their offense has not really produced. The defense is working their butt off every single game, only letting up around 2 to 3 runs per game. But their offense needs to produce runs if they want to make a shot for the post. They're done this season. If they want, again, going into the winter breaks, you need to get some good hitters at least. So like Eloy Jimenez, Jose Abreu, maybe. You need some guys just to back him up. Kansas City Royals, again, probably the second worst teams in baseball. Through the span of like a certain time in June to like July, they only won like 3 games. And that's not a team. Salvador Perez. I saw a game this year, by the way. Kauffman Stadium's a nice stadium, so shout out to the Kansas City Royals and their stadium. It's beautiful. But Hosmer, who left, Moustakis, who left, so it's really only Salvador Perez right now that can help this team do something. And they're in the midst of rebuilding that, and they've been rebuilding since the 2014 World Series run. So, and then the Detroit Tigers, again, who's Miggy has been quiet. Verlander's gone. Upton's gone. Martinez is gone. There's just no one on this team that will surprise me. Zimmerman, who isn't good at all. So you just need some guys. Now here's one of the first playoff races that I'm excited to see. AL West. Going into this, we saw what was Ohtani and the Angels, who's dropped off. Astros, Mariners. The only team that didn't look good was the Rangers. We'll start with them. Joey Gallo has not been good. They traded away Cole Hamels to the Cubs. Again, this team has dropped off. They're out of the playoffs. Mariners right now, again, out of the playoffs. They had a great stretch for the wild card contention. They were in first place for a little while, above the West, above the Astros. And then after the All-Star break, just like 10 games before the All-Star break, Oakland Athletics just came in, destroying everyone. One of the best records since the All-Star break. This team is in a tight race with Houston. I do think Houston will win this division, and Oakland will get a wild card spot. I think Houston's just too good right now with Verlander, Cole, Keuchel. Keuchel's getting a lot better. You can see he only throws at least 3 pitches consistently, I should say. He throws that fastball, locates the corners, then he has that curveball. And then his changeup is something that I really like with Keuchel. His changeup, the way he grips it, it looks like a fastball, a four-seam fastball. And the way he pronates it, the ball just dies down. Something that a lot of pitchers don't really use, and something that he uses to affect. So hitters will think it's a fastball and try to swing, and there's this drop on them. And it's a slower pitch, so they'll be out in front of it, so they'll either get a weak ground ball or they'll swing and miss on that. That's what I love about Keuchel. The Astros won this World Series without Garrett Cole. Now you add Garrett Cole, another nasty pitcher who was really good on the Pirates, and he's a lot better now on the Astros. His strikeout rate's up. Everything's up. He's gotten so much better, but maybe with the new change of scenery, which helped. Los Angeles Angels, they had their chance. Ohtani, I'm not saying Ohtani was bad. He had a great season this year. Just this team just didn't. Their pitching just didn't surprise anyone. You need pitching. Go after someone in the fall. And try to get someone to really help you in that team. I think going forward though, this is a team to watch that could potentially take over the Astros. And same thing with the Mariners. I think both those teams can easily win first place in the years running. Now we're going to go into the NL, which isn't as strong as we thought it would be, but it's definitely not weak by any chance. This was a division where we all thought that going into it, the Nats would be in first place, but they haven't, for whatever reason, they haven't been the team that we thought they would be. Strasburg again has been on the DL for a lot. Scherzer's been has been good. Just he's given up too many runs, I guess, and to an offense for the Nationals that haven't been producing. And you see here, you have Harper, you have Rendon, you have all these different players that there's talent there. You can see it. It's just not being used in the correct way that we thought this Nationals team is. They're done for the season. They're not going to the playoffs. They're just done. Second team that's been surprising for me, I think, the Philadelphia Phillies. They've dropped off. They've been pretty hot in the month of June, July. It was in first place, Santana, Nola. Now you got Arrieta on this team. So these players have really, I guess they've made their mark in the NL. They've been a team that has been always been close to 4 or 5 seed in this NL East, but they've made marks. They've been rebuilding. They could win the division within a couple of years. This team is pretty strong. The Mets, this team's falling apart, but slowly. DeGrom's still there. He's still insane. He's still, that ERA is still great. But you got rid of Matt Harvey. That hurt them. Syndergaard's not pitching the way he used to be. You have Bautista, which helps. Steven Matz just isn't helping, and he's injured too. So this is the other New York team that it's Yankees are better than them. This is a team that you need more pitching. This team could have been this is arguably, with Harvey on the team, I could argue that if this team stayed healthy, this could be one of the more dangerous teams in the NL. But they're injury prone. Everyone's injured, and this team has dropped off. Luckily, the season's going to be ending soon, so they perhaps can get someone in the offseason. Atlanta Braves, again, took me by surprise. Freddie Freeman's has just been that MVP on that team, helping that team to Dansby Swanson's, and then the rookie, Acuna. This is the player. What do you think of the Braves? This is the player that helps you. Those leadoff home runs really help especially when you're on the away team, leading off, going into the bottom of the first with the 1-run lead, really helping those pitchers. He's his 21 home runs already in the levels in the minor leagues last year. He's just been helping this team so much in that outfield. And then you have the Miami Marlins, who's just a complete dumpster fire. No pitching, no hitting. That's really all I can say. And then we have going into the Central, the Cubs. Again, they weren't the team that they were in the beginning of the year. Now they've turned the shape. Now you got Cole Hamels, which has really helped. Hamels has been lights out since the All-Star break. Chris Bryant has been there. He hasn't been a Christian Yelich player to say, but this is the team that will win the division with ease, and because it even gets the top spot in the NL. And then you get the Milwaukee Brewers. This team was in first place for probably the longest time in this NL Central. I don't even know what to say with this team. Their pitching's been decent. Their hitting's been insane. You got Christian Yelich, has gotten on base. He's that guy that you will want off the plate with the bases loaded and you're down by 2 runs. He makes contact. He can hit home runs. He can hit for power. He's got speed, and he's a good outfielder. This is a guy that will do damage in your lineup. And look for this team to go far in the postseason. St. Louis Cardinals were one of the hottest teams after the All-Star break. Tommy Pham returning from the DL, who's helped. Then you got Matt Carpenter, was the hottest hitter in the MLB after the All-Star break. He was dangerous. You throw anything close to him, he will take it. He doesn't wait for pitches anymore. He will go up and attack those first pitch fastballs that he will see. And it really helps him, and it helps this team. But they've dropped off. Adam Wainwright's been on the DL for most of the year. He's finally going to come back soon. But if they'll get their pitching back there, I think they're not going to make the playoffs this year. But again, you need pitching. That's the thing. This is a trend for most teams. It's the defense. You got to fix up your defense. The offense will come. You got to fix up that defense. And then the Pittsburgh Pirates, my team. Trading McCutchen, watching him, and trading Cole all really, really hurt. I won't lie. We have no leadership in the club. There's no franchise player, and that was McCutchen for the offense and Cole for the defense. Surprisingly, they were in first place for a good stretch of the year. Colin Moran's been good. Josh Bell's been good. But this has been an atrocious year for the Pirates, especially for their pitching. You're going since the All-Star break, Trevor Williams, best ERA, .72 in the MLB. They got Chris Archer, which I was pleased about. Has he been outstanding? No, he hasn't been outstanding, but he's young. He's still there. New team. He'll get acquainted for the Pirates. I think he'll help them really down the road. This team's not going to make the playoffs again. You need it's the defense again. You got rid of David Freese. Bullpen's been pretty good. Felipe Vasquez has been really reliable. But you need win games with him for him to use him. Jameson Taillon, again, he's unreliable. He's one of the most unreliable pitchers I've ever seen in my life. He'll have a stretch of games where he's giving up 4 or 5 runs in a game, or you'll have a stretch of games where he's giving up maybe like 2 runs with 10 strikeouts. So he's unreliable. I really don't know what to say for this team. Just look for more pitching. Spend money. This team hasn't really spent a lot of money, especially for Chris Archer though. Corey Dickerson was a great asset to this Pirates left. He's a left fielder now. Polanco's been there. Marte again has been there. But Dickerson has really helped with one of the best on-base percentages in the NL so far. I guess Cincinnati Reds, led by Joey Votto, they added Matt Harvey. This is a team that they need to fix everything. New manager maybe if you need to, but just go ahead and just fix your whole team because there's really not much to say about that. And we're gonna go to the West here. We're gonna end up with the West. This is the team. This is probably the best division race to watch because you have the Dodgers, Diamondbacks, and Rockies. All of them have a chance to make it. Dodgers, you got Machado, you got Muncy, you got Wood, you got Bellinger, Seager. All these players. You got Pop Tart and Justin Turner. That's his nickname. And then you get the bullpen. Clayton Kershaw hasn't been pitching as well as he should be. As we've seen him pitch, Alex Wood's been pitching pretty well. Ryu's been pitching. He's been pitching okay. But this will be a team to watch to see if they can try to win that division. They've been in third place for the longest time, and finally they've gotten hot. And I think this is a team that can go far in the playoffs. Diamondbacks again were in first place for the longest time. I don't think they will. They won't make if it's either a make it or break it deal for this team. They won't make the playoffs if they don't win the division. Same thing with the Rockies. Blackman won't make the playoffs. These two teams need pitching. They have the hitting. It's the pitching that they need. And it will be interesting to see how this team will shape up and how this division will go. Giants had McCutchen and had Longoria. McCutchen again traded to the Yankees, which I don't like seeing him in pinstripes. He looks ugly in the pinstripes and with no beard. That's just my opinion. Baumgartner has been atrocious this year. Last year, 4.9, 3.32 ERA. Hasn't been pitched well at all this year. None of these pitchers. Cueto's been gone for the whole year. Do you just see these pitchers? None of these has been good. And then the Padres, again, Will Myers. Again, nothing, Eric Hosmer, nothing special about this team. They're done. They won't make the playoffs. There's nothing really I can say about this. And now we're going to go see who will make, how will I think the series will go. This is a very interesting MLB season. I think there could be a lot of upsets and surprises. For the East, Red Sox are going to win that division. I think they're too good right now. I don't want to jinx that for all you Boston fans. Mookie Betts has been on fire. J.D. Martinez has been on fire. Ben Attendee has been on fire. Their pitching has been insane. And this is a team that will win this division with ease. Central, it's for someone who has to win that division. That's a division that someone will have to win it. Again, it'll be Cleveland. They won't go anywhere. But they will win that division by a good win. And then the West, I think Houston will pick up they will pick them up. The West will win that division. Not the West, sorry. The Astros will win that division. I think the rotation's arguably one of the best rotations in the MLB, with Keuchel, Cole, and Verlander. Something to see right there. So that will be the West. Wild cards will be the Yankees, obviously, will get the home wild card. And then I think it's going to be the Athletics. Those two teams, that will be an interesting series. Again, you start Severino on the mound. And this will be an interesting, this is the way you play it out. I think you see, let's say the Yankees win this division, win the wild card game against the A's. I mean, I don't know who the A's will start. You have a lot of different pitchers for the A's. I don't know who will get the start. But I'm going to say the Yankees win because they're home and they have Severino on the mound. Now, this will be where this season will get interesting. Yankees win, they'll play the Red Sox. That's they face each other so many times over the season. How will they match up? This is where it gets interesting because you have a great rotation in the Red Sox with you have Sale, you have Porcello, you have Price, you have Nunez, Rodriguez, and it's going to be to see where will the Yankees match up. You will have, I'm assuming game one you'll put Sale, Severino again, a really good matchup, and then who will you put game two? Will you put Tanaka game two against maybe a Price or a Porcello, or will you put Sabathia against a Sale or a Porcello? Though that's where they're going down game two, game three, game four, where the back end of the rotation, that's where the series will be won at. Both offenses will be there. I'm expecting Judge to be healthy, but that's where it will be. That's where the series will be won. I'll be really interested to see how the Yankees and the Red Sox play that if they meet in the postseason. In the National League, I say the Braves are going to win it. They've been hot, and they're going to keep on going. Nothing surprising there. Central, Cubs, again, what is there to say? They've been outstanding. West, I will say, I think it will be the Dodgers. I think they have a more rounded team. They have the offense and the hitting and the pitching. As for the Diamondbacks and the Rockies, they just have offense, not really as much pitching as you've seen. And then the wild cards, the Brewers will get the wild card. They'll probably get to the first wild card spot. Um, they won't. They're a good team for a one division game. I don't see them a two division game. Probably not. I get another division. This is the first division game, one series game of do or die. They will win. And then the second place team. This is a second wild card spot. This is where it's going to get interesting. The Phillies have a chance. Maybe it could be the Arizona Diamondbacks, although I think it's going to be Diamondbacks or Rockies. That's where it's going to be coming out of. But then for the AL and the NL, who will win each league? NL is going to be tough. You got Braves, you got the Cubs, and you got the Dodgers. Both teams have all teams have the potential to win division and to win something and go deep into the playoffs. I'm going to take out the Braves first. I don't think, as hot as they may be right now, they don't have the experience. They're a young team. They just, especially with their pitching, they're a young team. I don't think that they will be able to go anywhere. They won't roll over and die. They'll put up a fight, but against these other good teams, I just don't think so. I think it'll be the Cubs that win this division. I'm not saying anything to the Dodgers. It's just the Dodgers haven't had a consistent amount of rotation at all this year, and I think this is the year that the Cubs will take over there because they added Cole Hamels, who's been hot as of late. This is the team I will go for and get the pennant. In the AL, for me, everyone will probably think it's the Red Sox, and I'm going to go with the Astros. Yes, I think the Astros, when you put up, the Red Sox do have a really good rotation. I think the Astros have a lot better rotation. But you look up, okay, you have Verlander and you have Sale. Cool. That's probably game one. And then who do you have? Cole and Porcello. And then game 3, you have Keuchel and Price. All three, not to be, and that's just, when you look at the numbers, the Astros just own the Red Sox right there. I mean, Cole and Verlander will be a good deal, but they haven't pitched well. Postseason, Sale hasn't done well. Same with Price, never does well, and Porcello has done okay, especially last year. But this is where I think the AL Astros win it. So it'll be Astros versus Cubs again. Will be very interesting to see who will win that. Who will win that? I actually haven't gotten a lot of thought of that. I think it'll be the Astros again. I think my homeboy Astros with George Springer, who went to my high school, Avon Old Farms, I think they will win second straight. They've been a well-rounded team with both offense and defense. With Altuve, with Springer, again, this is a team that will, again, just dominate the AL and dominate the World Series. For now, that was just a quick video just to get back into it, to give you guys something to watch. We have no idea. My school starts tomorrow. We have no idea what Nick and I haven't communicated of what the video situation will be like. I know that NFL season will start. I will give you my season picks of who will win each division tomorrow. I'll try to put up another video. But we'll try to make as many podcasts as we can. We do apologize for not making as many as we thought we would in the summer. But thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned. We might even do a YouTube Live video. We've seen that option. We haven't tried that out yet. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.